The Onyx didn't seem to like that bump whatsoever. All right, let's get out of here. The turning radius is not as great as the circle one, as you can tell. Okay. Oh my God, is it gonna rain? Oh my God, I didn't look at the weather app. Oh, ow. Oh, the bike turned off after that one. I don't know what happened there. Something definitely happened. Let me see if I got my key on me. I mean, that was a big bump. But the Onyx didn't seem to like that bump whatsoever. You know, everything's still intact. None of the wires are gone. I wonder if it just bumped something loose. So let me check it out really quick. I got my alarm in here, my key just in case. Because you never know. Oh no. It actually turned off, so I do have a feeling that something probably came loose. Now let me try it. All right, well, it popped on for a quick second just now, and then it went back off. And I'm pretty sure the battery was on. Yeah, so this is the battery on. Let me see. So the bike is on. I don't know if you can see that. That's weird. I don't know what the heck that is. I wonder if it's a loose wire or connection or something, because that bump was pretty bad. I really hope this bike doesn't leave me stranded. Oh, wait. Not looking correctly. Wait, I forgot how this goes. I think it goes straight first. I'm not sure if I got that correctly, but it seems to be holding on, and the bike is back on. I'm a little worried now. Hopefully we don't get left stranded again. I don't even know how much of the GoPro that I got, because it's pointed for me riding. So I don't know, super weird. This Onyx trips me out every time I ride it, man. Every time I ride it, there's something. Now I'm a little sketched out about trying to get to work. It was a big pothole that I hit, but I mean, that shouldn't cause the bike to completely shut off. And then I reset it, and it popped back on for a second and then turned right back off. So definitely makes me think there's a loose connection somewhere. I swear, I got more problems with my Onyx. I know a lot of other people do. They just don't post about it a lot. I post all my stuff. That's a lot of cans. I'm worried, guys. We're halfway there. Roughly about halfway there. I'm just worried. That's why this bike, it just scares me. Like, I use mine for transportation, and I feel like there's always something going on with this bike. something, always. All right, we have one more stretch of road to go, which is this right here. Once we make it up this and down, we're right at my work, so if it does die, I'll just pedal it or something. But hopefully we're good. Let's see if it turns on. Well, it turns back on at least. I could push the bike as fast as I could pedal it, 3 miles an hour. All right, guys, see you at the nighttime. I swear to God, if this bike cuts off on me again, I'll be mad. Be mad as hell. So what's up, everybody? And notice there's a lot of mad haters out there about the whole bike situation. It's like, I'm still riding the bike, but there's still a lot of people that are mad that I'm still riding the bike because I got it for free. But hey, man, like, you know, I've already explained my case. If I really wanted to, I could make a really detailed video on it, on exactly every single little thing. But if you guys think I'm in the wrong, that's just not right, because you gotta think about, if that was your $5,000, let's say you bought a car, it's a brand new car off the lot, and it's, you know, let's say it's $5 grand for whatever reason, and all of a sudden you see like rust on the frame or something. The car still drives, it's still good to drive and everything, but it has rust on it. So you reach out to the company to get it fixed or get a replacement or something, and they don't get back to you, and then they say a couple days later they're going out of business. What are you expected to do? Are you just going to sit around and realize that your warranty, everywhere you get your parts from, like, where are you going to get all that stuff from now if they're going out of business? So I did a chargeback, and after Onyx went back in the business, after about a week of being out of business, they had 3 weeks total before my bank decided to give me my money back. Onyx did not contact my bank, so that's not my fault. Normally when you do a chargeback on something like that, your bank will repossess the item that you were doing a chargeback on. My bank never asked for it. I was ready to give the bike to my bank. That's why I never modified it for a whole month. I was ready to hand it over to my bank, because if Onyx wasn't going to fix it, I was like, why do I want the bike? I'd rather have my money back than have the bike at this point if they're not going to fix it. If Onyx would have just fixed it the first time around, or even after I made the chargeback, they could have reached out to my bank. My bank would have reached out to me, and they would have basically said, okay, Onyx said they're willing to work on you. They're going to pick up the bike, or they're going to send you a new one and then pick up yours in replacement and make sure you check it out, make sure it's good. And it would have been perfectly fine. They would have kept my money. Like, that wasn't the issue. I did not buy my Onyx thinking I was going to do a chargeback. That's what a lot of people keep thinking, that I had this intention on getting Onyx and getting a free bike. Like, no, like, I wasn't even looking at the Surons. I was looking at the Onyxes. Surons weren't even in my not my ballpark. Surons weren't even on my mind, really. I started looking at them last minute, and then everyone's like, oh yeah, they're pretty fun. And I was like, Onyx says 60 miles an hour. And obviously that was a lie. It's a big marketing thing. Their first generation bikes, yes. The 1.0s that had the different Kelly controller software on them, those ones did about 56 to 58. I mean, it really just depended on how much you weighed. But the new ones, the 1.5 versions, the one that started coming out halfway last year, those don't get up to speed. And a lot of you guys might think you're doing it. That's why I made the previous video a few days back, basically trying to let you guys know that these bikes don't do 60. But I'm not trying to talk shit about the bike. Going 50 miles an hour is fast enough for anybody. 50 miles an hour, to me, isn't fast enough. And I get everyone saying just get a motorcycle at that point, but what people aren't understanding is You paid $5,000 for a bike after shipping and taxes, and if you added some extras on it, and they advertise it doing close to 60 miles an hour. 48 to 50 miles an hour for someone that weighs roughly 150, 155 pounds. That is not even close to 60. And that's what I'm trying to get at. The bike itself is awesome. It has a lot of issues. Obviously, it just died on me freaking right here earlier. But I just wish you guys would understand that Onyx is marketing a bike that says it does 60 and it doesn't. There's a lot of mad people about these bikes. And the people that aren't mad are the people that think they're really doing almost 60 because their speedo isn't adjusted. When you first get your Onyx, it is not adjusted correctly to match an actual GPS. So when it says you're doing 56 miles an hour, you're actually probably doing 48. It's really far off by like 6 to 8 miles per hour. So that's all I was trying to get out of the video, but everyone got really butthurt online about how I'm still riding the bike and I got it for free. And it's like, I wasn't trying to get this bike for free. I should have never got the bike for free. But I'm not gonna sit back and not make a chargeback on an item that came to me damaged from the company, and then they all of a sudden say they're going out of business. It's Onyx's fault for doing the whole out of business thing and the way they handled it. If they didn't handle it that way, I would have still been waiting patiently another week or two to get a response from them. And if I really didn't get a response after that, then yeah, then I would have probably had to file a chargeback with my bank to make sure I get my money for the bike, and then Onyx could have come and take it. I don't care. I didn't want a messed up bike. But anyways, that's my quick little rant on the whole situation. I kind of get irritated talking about it just because it's the same old thing, like over and over and over. And I feel like I explained it pretty well. Like, I don't complain about my Sur-Ron at all because my Sur-Ron's awesome. I mean, there's some stuff, you know, like I want to do a good and bad video on the Sur-Ron. Like, what I like about it, completely stock, what needs to be changed, what needs to be upgraded. I want to do the same thing I did with the Onyx RCR because a lot of people like that video. So I plan on doing that with the Sur-Ron, but if you want me to be honest, there's not a lot of problems with the Sur-Ron that there are with the Onyx. And I hate to say that because the Onyx is such a fun bike. So that's why I'm stuck trying to give you guys the real truth, the real content, because no one's ever gonna speak up about it. And I'm really trying to let you guys know how, you know, just how the bike is. I really want to be honest with everybody, and I hate that a lot of people take it negatively. When I'm just trying to be like the most honest person ever. I did not steal money from Onyx. They did not reach back out to me or anybody to get my bike fixed. They totally ignored me. And honestly, that is totally Onyx's fault. That's not my fault. I'm actually still mad my bike's not fixed. I'd rather be out the money I spent on the bike and had it actually fixed, because obviously my bike just died on me today, and I don't know why it died on me. I feel like whoever built my bike, I don't know, I feel like it was just rushed, because this is right before they were switching facilities, and I'm wondering if maybe they're trying to rush to get bikes out and they had a new guy working on my bike, and they just kind of messed it up, because the headlight bolts, I believe, were loose. I think it was that, no, the speedometer, I'm sorry, the speedometer bolts were loose when I first got it. Both of them, they were almost falling out of the bike. When I took the side black panel off on the side, the bolt in the back, it was totally already broken. That's why when I had these videos come out, I want to say when I was going in the dirt, you heard a lot of rattle. And everyone's like, oh my God, that bike has so much rattle. And I was like, I know, it's just how the Onyxes are. Well, no, mine actually had a broken tab on the black side panel, which was already broken from when I got the bike. Obviously, you don't realize that because I wasn't trying to take any of the panels apart, especially the first month I had it, because, you know, I was trying to get it fixed, obviously, and I either thought Onyx was taking it or my bike. That's pretty much where I was at. And then once I got the refund for the bike and realized Onyx is not going to contact me at all, and my bank basically said like it's mine, they didn't want it back, that's when I started to modify the bike. And it really sucks. Like, the whole situation really sucks because, you know, I got into the electric bikes. Onyx was my first choice that I really wanted, and I got into them like really excited. You know, like, I want to make all these friends and stuff. I want to go check out the Onyx like facility and everything. I don't live in LA, but you know, if I ever went down there, you know, I thought it'd be fun. And it just kind of sucks that that whole thing like went sour. But I mean, what am I supposed to do? Sit around and wait while the company says they are out of business? It's just, no, that's not how I was gonna roll. That's $5,000 of my money that was, I thought was going down the damn drain. Like, no one knew what was happening to Onyx at the time. And now everyone keeps saying, well, they're back in business. Like, yeah, they didn't fix my bike, guys. Like, when they went back in business, they should have hit me up and fixed my bike. And instead of James yelling on my YouTube comments, which he did a while ago, he should have actually like handled it professionally. He should have like gave me a call. I would have talked to him on the phone, and I would have explained the whole situation, because I don't know who handles all the chargebacks or any of the issues like for warranties or anything. But whoever was doing it for me just dropped the ball completely, and maybe James didn't know the whole situation. Maybe, like, you know, it never came across him, and it just went under the radar, and obviously he's probably just as mad as I am for not getting the bike fixed. But that wasn't my intention when I picked up this bike. That's what I'm trying to get at. As much as a lot of people want to stick on Onyx's side, and I get it, I'm not saying you should hate Onyx for it. They seem like they're doing a really good job now after Dylan's video went out. James seems like a really cool guy. I think it was just a bad time where Onyx was transitioning and having that argument with whatever Ken Troy, well, I don't know Ken Adams, I don't know the names anymore. But after they had that whole beef, which never really got explained from what I heard, it's still a mystery to me. I don't know what the hell happened with that. I think we were all waiting for a public statement, but they still never said anything. But you know, I think Onyx is a great, like, the product is great. I do feel like they just need to work on the customer service just a little bit more. And once they have that down, you know, everyone will be happy. But they have to take care of the people buying the bikes, and especially the people that have a say out in the world. People like me, people like Dylan, like Sir Monster. There's some other people that I think ride him. Obviously, John Angel's like a huge one. He's like the top guy. Like, they should be taking care of him hand over fist. That guy has helped them out so much with selling bikes. I don't know how many bikes are in New York. They're all over the place. Like, they should be helping them the most. And I just feel like I'm a little person, but I still do have a say in the company and how it's ran. Well, pretty much I have a say in general about how I think about things. And obviously words are getting around because James saw my post and he was not happy about it whatsoever. And rightfully so. I know he wouldn't be happy. I'm not happy. We're both on the opposite sides. He's not happy I got a chargeback and got $5,000 out of Onyx and got a free bike. And I'm not happy that the bike never got fixed. Maybe you guys can see it in the video. I'm going to see if I can point it towards the right thing. I don't know if you guys can see that. How it's still totally bent. When I took this seat off, when I did that video, the whole tubing or frame, whatever you want to call it, it literally just comes off to the side. And it has nothing to do with this bolting onto the frame. And that's why I was really upset. And I didn't mind waiting if they had to take the bike back to Los Angeles or San Francisco. That would have been perfectly fine to me. I would have waited until they fixed it. But, you know, James commented and said it was an easy fix and we could have took care of you. But, I mean, where were they at? No one reached out to me. So that's my rant about the bike. And surprisingly, it's kind of funny. It's on the same day that the bike decided to die on me. out of nowhere. I feel like this bike hates me. But all right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.